We're going to see exactly the same in this one, Goofy versus regular. We love that battle, don't we, Joe?
We sure do. It's always a rivalry. Just if you stand with your right foot forward, you're called a goofy foot. That's with Wiggolly Dantas in the red. Leo Fioravanti from Italy. He's a regular foot. He has his left foot forward, so he faces the wave on the lower's right. Now to try to stop this situation with the time on the clock, they're already going to start the priority, so this heat's getting started. Dantas now adjusting his game plan with that new rule. Is just going to start swinging now.
Okay, well, there you go. I like it, though, because it just means we're going to see surfing a lot quicker. And see Wiggolly having a look at this one.
Late takeoff in the whitewater. Dantas ready to get started. Nice vertical through the whitewater. Driving hard. Another big blast on the back end. Famous for throwing buckets of spray off the roof. Now he's just filling in the gaps on the inside corner. And tags it on the inside for the finish. Just kind of like Italo, he hasn't had the same success as that first strike on tour. How'd you like that first move, Potts?
Yeah, nice way to kick things off. Obviously a little bit of a slow start, but this is what Wiggolly is kind of renowned for. You know, plays that cat and mouse game at the beginning of the heat, and then somehow manages a good way to kick things off. Super powerful.
So let's just think about this season. You do have a second in your scoreline, and obviously we're seeing a lot of the top guys falling out of the draw early. So what does that mean for your campaign?
Oh, look, I'm completely kind of focused on what I can do. And, yeah, as you mentioned, you know, yesterday there was a bit of carnage, and I was bummed. I was bummed to see, you know, Maddie and Owen lose. I've been spending a lot of time with them this year, and, you know, that's a kind of heavy loss for them in terms of the title calculations. But, you know, there's still a lot of water to go under the bridge, and for me as well, you know, I've had some big results, but I've been really inconsistent. So, you know, this back half of the year, this leg at least, for me, is about trying to be a world-class competitor. You know, I know my surfing's there. It's about being composed and making good decisions, and I felt like I did that in that heat.
Love it, Biggs. We're going to wait to see what you do in the rest of the event.
Tough heat as well with Stu Kennedy, who's one of the best athletes to perform here at Lower Trestles, so he knew he had a tough draw there. During the interview, Leo and Wiggolly tore the right to pieces here.
Yeah, this was one of the bigger waves. It kind of broke a little wider, so a little bit disjointed. And Leo there just started the wave extremely well. Wiggolly on wave number 2, a little cleaner. This wave had a little bit more form to it, so there was no sort of that racing down the line. It allowed him just turn after turn, and this is what we talk about, the connection with the lip. Look at the spray flying out of the air. There's a lot of power involved in Wiggolly Dantas' surfing. Very heavy back-footed surfer, doesn't move his feet at all on the board, and it's just tags that one time and time again all the way through the inside. 2 different approaches. Wiggolly with a 6.17 already in his scoreline, so we're going to see Wiggolly maintain that lead, but Leo back, catching his first wave. Beautiful opening maneuver, but then kind of made a little glitch along the line there. Didn't quite get the finish that he was looking for. Wiggolly's wave just kept offering that situation all the way to the bitter end. So,
pros, we see a fun-looking peak entering the lineup. It's time for Leo Fioravanti to answer back to the rhythm of Wiggolly Dantas. Top turn wrap, speed float. Now the Italian looking at just to fill in the whitewater there. And he's left searching for an inside corner. His priority started, and Wiggolly recovered the best. Let's take a look at what Leo did here, Potts.
Yeah, you know, Leo's picking a sort of a different kind of wave than Wiggolly. You can see this wave is running away from him. So Leo playing catch-up pretty much the whole way, and then finally gets caught behind the whitewater. So those are the kind of ones you kind of want to let go, Joe, really.
Yeah, we definitely can learn a lot from the surfers around the world to try to pick up another language. Leo, speed line out the back on the float, goes for the grab rail reverse, but misses it. That would have been a turnaround score if he could have pulled that off, but he's still chasing Dantas, who's got some room to move now. Deep off the bottom, nice snap and out to hold priority to control this heat, because he is combo needing 2 new waves. This is what happened to Leo.
Yeah, nice drawn out bottom turn, throws the tail out, and then just has to put his feet back in the spot. So when you do those turns, your feet slide forward, then you've got to reposition your feet, and unfortunately put them in the wrong place. Wiggolly Dantas, on the other hand, you can see he doesn't move his feet that much. Once he gets those feet set, it is just business as usual. Dantas, so powerful, fighting his way through the inside and absolutely unloading on that last turn.
Breaking down the heat, that's one of his best friends on tour. Kanoa coming up next against Kyle Ibelli. Minutes ago, Leo's gonna let off some steam here. impossible to come back now, and he's going to be forced to deal with that 25th. So Dantas, 13 seconds, has a victory lap at lower Trestles, just to have another great warm-up for round 3 action for the Hurley Pro. Won't be happening today, later on in the waiting period, probably first thing in the morning. Backend's looking sharp, nice and loose. Gets boards from a lot of different shapers, and he tries them all out before he comes to play. Sometimes the best place to warm up on a board is in the heat of action with just one other guy out, as Wiggolly gets the rest of the day off.